Laura Aguirre reporting.
Let's check our forecast locally. Things are looking pretty good out there today.
Yeah, and plus Peter's always keeping an eye on any hurricanes or tropical weather that's brewing out there too.
Well, that's true. In terms of Erin, if you're curious about that, this is over a week away from anything close to the United States. Still, though, we're going to be watching it because it's not a foregone conclusion that's definitely going to curve out to sea. That's the most likely scenario, but there is still an opportunity for it to get close enough to the United States that obviously we're going to be watching it. Now, back here locally, today we did have some minor showers for most. There are still some downpours out there, but most of them have been well east and south. Let me show you what's going to happen, and then we'll go to the radar. First, an overview of what's next. In our next weather makers, temperatures staying above average right through this weekend. The averages are right at the top of the screen. So not only is it summer, but it actually is feeling hotter than it typically does, although we're not seeing any record numbers, at least in the short term. We're predominantly parched. What else is new? In fact, I'm going to go more into this in our next weather segment about the dryness. But anyway, our next best chance for thunderstorms, probably on Sunday. That doesn't mean there's a zero chance at any other time, but that's probably the best chance for a few of us to get more showers and storms. After that, there is some uncertainty. You might have remembered me talking about early next week as probably dry with some comfortable temperatures. Well, we're going to try to squeeze in Monday, but then Tuesday and Wednesday, there's at least an opportunity for some rain, but it's again uncertain. Now, the best chance of any evening thunderstorms or showers would be near or south of Route 20. The closest downpour, this one is actually just north of Route 20 between Fenner and Nelson. This is moving eastbound towards Peterborough and eventually towards Cooperstown. There might be a sprinkle near Manlius. I've zoomed in really close because that's the only downpour within the immediate central New York area. Now, most of the downpours, which are near Cooperstown and Ithaca, those are further south of Route 20 and likely moving east-southeast. So basically, between now and sunset, this is the best chance for downpours in a few spots. After that, skies become partly cloudy overnight. Now, I think some fog and low clouds should develop. So if you've got that, we'll start stuck with cloud cover and or fog to begin the day. There's still a weak front coming through during the course of the day, a mix of clouds and sun likely. I've been saying for the last 3 days, most spots are probably going to be dry. Now, you may have noticed a couple of little blips there on the radar. The best chance of a very brief shower, if it occurs at all, would be south and east. But even there, it's very minimal, the amount of rain. So again, with increasing sun, it's feeling warm. I'm going for a high of about 86, 87 degrees in Syracuse. And then for Friday, well, there won't be any blips on the radar. It'll just be basically sunny with a few developing cumulus clouds. And temperatures on Friday should be well into the mid to upper 80s. I'm actually forecasting somewhere around 87, 88, or 89. And that takes us into the weekend. Friday night, if you've got plans, nothing's going on. On Saturday, we'll keep an eye to the south. Right now, I've got sunshine and clouds. There's a tiny, tiny chance of a hit or miss shower thunderstorm southeast. I'm going to go for a high of 92. For Sunday, clouds, sun, some passing scattered showers and storms. For Monday, clouds and drizzle giving way to sun. And then the uncertainty increases for Tuesday and Wednesday. And with that, I've included the threat for some rain or showers, but it's not completely sure if and how many of those we'll get. We'll see what happens for that. We could have obviously used some rain. Stanley Law Skywatch. Downtown Syracuse has clouds and some sun, but it stays dry. You're up to date back inside.
All right, people.